How's it, everybody? What's up? It's Ulu. How's it? It's Aloha Friday. So I hope everybody's having a good Aloha Friday, and I hope they're chilling with the ohana. Me, I'm going hana hana. Okay, that's my life right now. So I wanted to get on because I wanted to talk about something. Of course, I gotta talk about everything that I'm feeling, that I'm thinking, that happened to me. Everything I gotta say. Oh my God, to say it. But you know, for a single parent, single moms, we're always going through something. It doesn't matter. Okay, so if you're like me, right, you try to do the best you can, you work really hard, you try to balance your life, and it's not easy. It's not easy trying to balance children, work, your personal life, your social life, your health, the house, the finances, everything, and everything. I can be honest. Like 75% of my time is taken up by the issues of with my children, if they're having any issues, health issues, drama, whatever, anything that has to do with them. And then the other, what is that, 25% is honestly my personal issues, myself. That's all wrong. Okay, 70. We'll figure this out someday. I don't know how we're gonna figure it out, but we'll figure it out. We're doing the best we can. But I wanted to bring up something that was on my mind. Okay, and yes, it has to do with relationships and the growth and progress of a growing individual. Okay, man or woman. So you know me, I don't exclude nobody. I don't exclude men, I don't exclude women, because you know what, it takes two to entangle. Okay, I don't care if you're in relationship, marriage, situationship, whatever situation, whatever it is, okay, with you. Okay, now please correct me if I'm wrong. Please drop your comments and share how you feel about this topic, because this is very, very important that I really get this out, because this is how I feel. And I feel and I think this because of my experiences that I've been through, the things that I've experienced. Okay, the things, marriage, being with my baby daddy, narcissist, and then being in this situationship that I've been in. Just learning about men and myself. When the things I say, maybe I'm not gonna be speaking for all women or all men, okay? Because I don't like nobody get too hoo-hoo with me and get all pissed and be like, I don't know what the fuck you saying. Excuse my language, color mine. So let me start off with the men, okay? I mean, it's probably evident, but it's something that we don't really talk about, okay? Men were appointed by God to lead, right? They are natural born leaders. By nature, they are leaders, okay? Forget about the trans, and forget about the gays, forget about forget about all that, okay? Even with women too, forget about all that. We're talking about the way God placed order upon mankind, okay? And I'm going according to the Bible, what I've learned, what I've read, what I've experienced, and all of that, okay? But many times men get confused, okay, with their title or their appointed leadership, and they get it confused with control. Okay? I think they get it confused. Leadership versus control. If a man leads, that means, get this, a man who leads, right, is a man who has his best interest in everyone in his circle, as far as his woman, his wife, his woman/wife, his children, right? His, if he's a boss or someone of a higher authority at work, he's a leader. In his social circle, right? Anybody that is in his social circle that he is, communicates with and socializes with, he leads, okay, with his best interest. Now, along with that, it comes with him leading with his spirit and his mind, which needs to be in balance with each other. Okay, if his mind and his spirit is not in balance with each other, or his emotions rather, I call it mind, not his spirit, but his emotions are in balance, that allows the spirit to lead. I hope I'm making sense. In other words, a man who is in control wants to exercise his ego. A man who wants to be in control, he wants to exercise his authority to make decisions and not even give a sugar shucks whoever says what, not taking into consideration of the whole picture, that if his decision is not a good decision, it will affect the whole picture, not just him. Okay, a man who wants to be in control is a man who is only really thinking of his own self-satisfaction, how he feels good exercising his authority, how he feels good delegating and executing decisions and whatnot, and everybody gotta listen, and nobody has a opportunity to speak their feelings or suggest or whatever. Okay, that's not a leader. No, that's not a leader. I think that men who know God's order and who are caught between this worldly dominion and having dominion over all the earth, meaning that man who God gave dominion over all the earth, that means I am giving you leadership over all the earth. You must care for the earth. You must till the earth. You must produce. You must, reproducing is not an ego trip, okay? It's not an ego trip. Reproducing is supposed to be of God, to reproduce and multiply and make the world fruitful. But because we have fallen into sin, we get confused. This is something that the Spirit is telling me, okay? Because I ask God to give me understanding of what's going on in this world and with men and with my relationship, my relationships with my children and all that kind of stuff. Hold on. But now, let's go to the women. The women is difficult because why? We have so many women who are in leadership and who carry a certain authority in the business world, in her home. Why? Because we are forced to be leaders. If you really think about it, a woman, okay, just hold on. For me, right now, Me being a single mom, this is my natural element. It really isn't my natural element. It is something that I have learned. I have had to learn to be. I have had to learn to be a strong woman because why? I have a failed marriage and I have a failed 12-year relationship with both of my children's fathers, which I didn't plan that, but because of the trauma and everything and this world that we live in and society and generational curses and all of that, I've had to learn to become a leader in my own might in a lot of ways. That is not my natural element. My natural element is to be soft, to be nurturing, to be empathetic, to be kind, to be loving, to build a safe nest for my children and for my family, to build a secure environment for my children. That didn't happen. Why? Because there was no man to make me feel secure and safe. The men that I was with didn't put their time and efforts in making me feel secure and safe, irregardless of whether I was going through something or I needed something or whatever. They didn't tend to that. And I'm not blaming, it's just the way God's order is. But because of sin, we no longer have the capabilities, or we forgot what our real purposes are and our real roles in life are as far as men and women. Men and women will never be equal. Men and women are not the same. Men and women are not at the same level. A man is ranked higher because why? He is the headship of the household. He is the headship. If he is led by God, then he will lead his family greatly, successfully. Yes, there are going to be trials because why? Again, we live in a world where we have sin and we have people doing stupid stuff. Not everybody is mentally sound. Not everybody is emotionally sound. Not everybody is, on the same wavelength. Some people don't even believe in God. Some people don't even believe that there is anything good in this world. So how, and what they experience and what they learn and everything from their past, they're going to pass on down to their children. We got to break that curse, because we're ruining our children by making them think it's okay not to have a man, girl. It's okay to be alone. No, it's not. Men and women were made to be with each other. So, with that said, I'm going to tell you right now, if you got somebody, if you're in a situationship, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, right, and there's infidelity in the marriage, or you cheating on your girlfriend, or whatever, your situationship, you're having an open relationship where you guys can do whatever you like, but come back. No! Listen. There are consequences for every action that you do. Okay? Carelessness, you know what I mean? Revenge, ignorance, just making stupid decisions. An open relationship opens opportunities for more evilness to come into you. Everybody has a spirit. Everybody has a spirit, and you're sharing your spirit with everybody. And then you're going to take that home to your woman? Listen, if you're going to be like that, guess what? Not even sense be with her. Seriously, and ladies, open your eyes. If you sense that your man is doing all that kind of stuff, then guess what? You don't like all that heaven on you. You don't like somebody else's spirit on you. You don't like when not a woman's spiritual ABCs on you. Because you know why? You don't know what kind of person she is. She could be cold-hearted. She could be evil. She could be, sleepy. Come on, we don't need to talk about this. We've been knowing this. Okay, as far as physical stuff and STDs. But spiritual stuff, when a woman and man comes together and they make love, they're supposed to be comforting each other, healing each other, and expressing their feelings for each other in that way. So that's my opinion, guys. That's my opinion. I just had to say that. Because you know why? Yeah, you're supposed to be comforting each other. Hold on, my daughter texting me. Okay, and then so for the women, right? They're not supposed to have to submit because you pushing the authority on her. No. They submit to a man or they submit to their husbands. They submit to their husbands who is leading by God. Okay. But because women have had to learn to be in control, right? They feel an entitlement that, so because I have had to be a single mom for all my parenthood life because I was married and my marriage failed, and I using me as an example, and my baby daddy's relationship, that one was an epic fail. Okay. And because I've had to endure, and because women have had to, step up to the plate and be masculine and this and that, they have a sense of entitlement. Okay? They start to build a sense of entitlement that they deserve. They deserve a man to cater to them. They deserve a man to baby them. They deserve a man to listen to them. They deserve. Now, if you walk into a situation with that frame of mind, guess what? You're not gonna get none of that. Okay, you're not gonna get none of that. If you walk into a situation knowing that you've worked hard, knowing that you've endured a lot, knowing that you've learned a lot, knowing that you've fixed a lot by going to therapy, by doing self-care, by going to therapy, by spending time with yourself and taking care of yourself, paying attention to yourself, doing for yourself, then you're not going to feel that entitlement to scream and shout at the top of your lungs, what's going on? You know what I mean? No, because a man doesn't have to do anything that he doesn't want to do, especially if you're going to push up on him like that. No. Now the thing is, how do we do that? That's what we got to figure out. How do we get rid of our self entitlement as women? Okay, and so now when we have that self entitlement, guess what? You actually want to be in control. Submission versus control. Okay, submission is not letting one man control you. No, that is not. Submission is coming under the leadership of a man who is leading righteously. And only one husband can lead his wife and his ohana righteously, because why? He has dominion over his ohana and his family, and he seeks God to help him. That is when a wife comes into a submission. her spirit submits to him and says, you know what? I trust in you, husband, because you trust in our Lord to lead you. And a husband doesn't anger when his wife is requesting something. No. A boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah. A situationship, yeah. Why? Because they have two separate minds. Yep, two separate minds. When a husband and wife are together and married and the marriage is sanctified by God, they are under one leadership of God and under one covenant of God. And so God going to give them the same spiritual connection with each other and the understanding and wisdom of what he's trying to do for them, and they submit together to God. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in my marriage. No. Because why? There was too many things that was going on in the marriage for us to even focus on our marriage. There was so much going on. So much, including alcoholism and stuff like that. Okay. But there was a lot, so we get tired, we get exhausted, we want to move on, we change, and so therefore I refuse to be living in a certain lifestyle. So I made the decision to end the marriage. Not him. I made the decision, and I'm saying because you know what, I didn't, there was reasons why I didn't want to subject myself to the things that I was subjected to as a child. So things happen, but that doesn't mean that you fail to continue to believe in a marriage that is unification under God. You know, not because of yourselves. And it works for some people, and it doesn't work for some people the way they think about marriage. Maybe for some people it is just a piece of paper and it's an agreement. You know, but for most people it is a spiritual connection with your person, your everlasting lifetime person. Supposed to be. So, yeah, women, don't think that just because you came out of the dark and through struggles that you're entitled. You're not entitled, because why? That's not your husband. And you don't even exercise entitlement with your husband. You submit to your husband. Anyways, I can keep going on and on, repeating myself over and over and over, but I hope I made my point. If not, let me know what you think. If it's wrong, whatever, let's talk about it. I want to talk about it because I want to understand what you understand. I want to know what you understand and what you think and what you feel and your experiences and all that kind of stuff that made you come to this point in your life. Okay? No be shame talk. Okay? No be shame talk. This kind of stuff everybody deal with. Okay? Anyways, you guys have a beautiful night. I get some errands to do before I go to work. Ugh. Seriously, that's disgusting. Okay. Love you guys. Aloha. Ahui ho.